see you later.
I guess we're done for now.
Yes, well, we can always catch up at Adger's house. Go on, Sarah, let's go on honeymoon. Yay! 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 You know our honeymoon consists of going up to that spaceship and seeing if it's aliens, right? Well, Sarah, I'm thinking diplomacy. Should I've got myself a little bit of a self-help book thing going on. Anyway, I think I've learned a little bit about diplomacy lately. I no longer try to solve every problem with my fist like I did growing up with my brothers and sisters. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go speak to aliens. Probably not. I don't know. It's a first contact situation. They don't recognise the ship. No discernible features. And it's our job to go find out what it is. So let's go. This is what Constellation was set up to do.
Every day's nice around here. But I think you caught us at one of the nicest.
Okay, Todd.
Stay safe out there.
Me too.
Hey there.
Hi there.
Paradiso is absolutely beautiful. Can you possibly imagine a more tranquil place for a resort?
No, I mean, it's pretty good as long as it stays out of any fighting. Okay. Yeah. Oh, hey! Don't look at me like that, just because we're married now. Right. To the ship. Hey, Vasco. How you doing?
Hello.
Good. Come on then, honey. Right. Let's go.
Engines firing. Here we go. Looks peaceful from up here, doesn't it?
Yes. Okay. Right. We haven't got our engine ability because we left Barrett or Sam behind. Doesn't matter. Right. Let's try this again. Could you repeat that? What's too rude? Hello, this is Tom, captain of the glass cannon. Okay, they've been here for absolutely ages and they've not attacked. So, all the lasers and everything are off. I'm going to leave the shields up. And we're just going to come in nice and slow. Yeah? I'm just going to approach you nice and slow. There we go. We're coming in now. Build up a bit of medium speed. And slow back down again. There we go. We're going to dock. I hope they can hear us. We're go into dock with you. If we can figure out where the docking mechanism is. Where is your docking mechanism? Don't think it matters, does it? Let's just get a bit closer. See if we can figure that out. Is that it there on the nose? I'm assuming that's the floor of the ship. And the other end does look like engines to me. Right. Okay. We're going to dock.
Green lights on outer hatch. We're docked.
Wow, this thing's big. And wow, this thing's big is something you're going to be saying to me later, Sarah. Could do with upgrading my Constellation suit. Anyway, Sarah, are you ready? Because we're going to go say hello to the unidentified ship. Let's get its suit on. I know it's probably pressurized on there, but we don't know if they breathe the same kind of atmosphere. Or even if their atmosphere is turned on. So, are you coming with me? Hurry up. Hey Vasco. You really took the chance.
Please disregard. I attempted an informal greeting, but I am dissatisfied with the results.
Okay. Is this so a practical joke on me? You sent Vasco on board to confirm the readings you were getting from your crew station. Then I got all dressed up to make myself look a prat. Thanks. Well, if we're gonna go on board with just our faces, then let's do that. Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't want to see this handsome face? Come on.
Good day, Captain.
Good day, Vasco. Cargo bay. It's written in English.
Weapons at the ready.
Remain calm. There's no reason to suspect whatever it is hostile.
Hello?
I agree with the captain. Now is the time for diplomacy.
Agreed.
Okay.
But we must be ready for anything. Now, eyes and ears sharp.
Okay.
You're human.
Yes. Okay. I'm actually a weird scary monster with tentacles. Yeah, wait, what are you? Well, you're human, yeah. I take it you were expecting something else.
It's just that we weren't expecting to find life, let alone human life out here. We thought we were the only ones to leave Earth.
Imagine being cut off from humankind for that long. How terribly frightening that would be.
Okay.
Perhaps we should greet our guests.
Of course. Manners. I'm Captain Diana Brackenridge. This is Security Officer Bomani Reader.
Hi.
And this is Dr. Mabuti da Costa, one of our elders.
A pleasure to meet you.
Okay. And, so I'm sorry. Here's a paper down below. Okay. Is this some kind of generational ship that didn't have grav drives? Is this what this is?
You've come aboard the Earth colony ship, Constant. Generations
Okay.
ago, we set forth from the planet Earth with the mission of colonizing a new habitable world, in the spirit of our ancestors nearly a millennium ago.
Millennium ago? Okay. a millennium ago would be the middle of the Dark Ages. So... What? What? Alright, well, I'm Tom and I'm here to help.
I see. As you may have presumed, we're in a bit of a bind.
Our ship has finally completed its near 200-year journey from Earth, only to find our new home seemingly colonized by... well, we don't know.
Humans.
Communications haven't been successful, so your arrival is fortuitous. Perhaps you'd be willing to act as a middle person between ourselves and... the others.
Okay. Alright. So you... Yeah, 200 years? You were going at what? Sublight? You were sleeper ship? I mean, how did it take you this long?
Ah, your question confirms one of our recent theories. It would seem that some form of faster-than-light travel or space-bending technology was invented during our long journey.
That would explain why we would find people this far out into space. I guess technology leapfrogged us at some point. Interesting.
Yes.
I can only imagine that our predecessors didn't believe the technology would ever work. And so they made the decision to leave when they did.
Okay. So you know about the people on the surface?
We do. Well, sort of. We saw structures using our surveying equipment. We've also seen the various ships pass us by. Some even seemed to want to communicate, but couldn't. Of course, we had no idea that they were being piloted by other humans.
Alright, and... Big question, have you survived for 200 years, sleeper pods, or are you a generational ship?
Well, the short answer is, we didn't. It's a generation ship, which is to say that most of us lived long, happy lives on board and passed our mission down to our children. It was never intended that the original crew would make it to our destination. The goal was always the preservation of the human race, above all else. Though
Well...
it would seem that was perhaps a bit presumptuous.
Don't worry about it. You still went out there and you did it in the case that it didn't work for the rest of us. So, you took a big leap. Literally. Right. Why don't your communications work, by the chance?
We're not entirely sure. Our engineers believe it's possible that our technology just isn't compatible with theirs. All we hear when using them to communicate with anyone is a bunch of disturbing noise. It gave me the heebie-jeebies at first.
Alright. So our radio technology has definitely advanced since you used yours. Well, I'd love to know more. Maybe we should get away from the airlock, though. I mean, it's a bit impersonal.
Oh yes, of course. Where are my manners? Now then, please follow me. There's much to discuss first. We'll speak more on the matter once we reach the bridge.
Yeah. Okay.
Dr. DaCosta, you may return to your quarters if you wish.
Thank you, Captain.
I will follow you to the bridge, ma'am. For security purposes.
Oh, of course.
I
Hi.
don't believe we have
Hi.
to fear our guest, but I'll allow her to view.
I like your old shotgun type things. Wow, you guys have
Welcome
been
to
in
the
space a
Earth
while.
colony ship Constant.
Hi.
In the early 2100s, my ancestor, Rupert Brackenridge, researched a number of scientific scenarios: climate change, asteroid impact, nuclear war, global pandemic, and more. Each scenario showed the likelihood of an extinction-level event to be within 50 years. He fully believed Earth was destined to be rendered uninhabitable. We've always assumed that's what happened.
Yeah, believe it or not, it
He
did.
gathered the best and brightest he could find, built the Constant, and set a course for this planet here. We were told that it was the largest, most advanced ship ever constructed on Earth at the time.
Well, it was. Probably.
Entire generations have been born, lived, and died on this ship. It really goes to show that there are no limits to human ingenuity and perseverance.
True.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take down troublemakers.
Don't worry, sticks and
Now that we know
stones
what's
do
out
break
there,
bones.
Things are going to be more interesting from here on out.
Trust me, it will
Here
be.
we are. Let's talk.
Our people's
Wow.
safety is my #1 priority.
I have to say,
True.
with technology this outdated, I'm amazed this vessel is able to navigate at all. It's almost like walking through a museum.
It's pretty much like Nova Station. Hi.
Now that you're here, I can finally give my crew a chance at a new life.
Well, yeah, how long have you been the captain, if it's a generational ship?
I think I'm coming up on 6 years now. I was only a teenager when my father died, passing command of the ship to me, as is tradition.
Okay.
Because of that, I've had to sort of learn as I go along, instead of taking years of study and apprenticeship under the prior captain. I think some people on the ship resent me for not having the level of experience as my predecessors. But at the same time, without my command, we likely wouldn't have made it here so quickly.
Okay, well, you clearly decided it would be too complicated to have anything other than a caste system if you were going to be doing a generational ship. Okay, so how has the caste system and the crew coped with that and held up over these years?
A bit frazzled, as you can imagine. People are anxious about discovering that we're not alone, and also worried about what will come to pass. While we hope we can work out a deal with the people on the surface, they seem reluctant to reach out, so there's no telling what will come of that. I do know that we can't afford to stay here in orbit forever. The ship was built to sustain us for many years with backup provisions just in case, but even that will come to an end eventually.
Okay. Is it difficult being captain on a colony ship?
Difficult is the wrong word. It can be both challenging at times and also exciting. Our mission was to rebuild humanity on a distant world, believing that we were Earth's last hope. To think that while there has always been a Brackenridge in the captain's chair, that I am the one to finally oversee our journey's end is truly exhilarating. But with the stumbling block in our path, at this final moment, I fear tough choices will need to be made.
Well, I mean, you're going to need some help, and just so you know, there's a massive planet down there, so even Paradise, so you could go live on the other side of the planet and just integrate with humanity at your own speed. So yeah, you've got a situation, but we can help you.
Yeah. Well, as I mentioned, we've been unsuccessful in communications with anyone up until you arrived, though not for lack of trying. But since you're asking, maybe you'd be willing to be a sort of diplomat between us and them as we attempt to resolve our situation. Does that sound agreeable to you?
Well, yeah, I mean, what is wrong with your communication system before we do this? Because I don't, but do you think we can update it for you?
We suspect that our equipment is woefully obsolete compared to whatever you all have now.
Yeah.
In all honesty, we never expected to need to communicate with anyone, so our comms aren't particularly robust. That limits our options. We even attempted communicating with lights and sounds, something we saw in an old movie, but I don't believe they picked up on it. If anything, it may have inadvertently alarmed them.
You tried things like Morse code. Trust me, only us 20th century bookworm types know anything about that. Okay, well, the Paradiso people, they want the same, so, you know, I'll help.
Ah, so they have a name. Paradiso. And it sounds promising that they sent you here to speak with us. You see, we intended to settle here, but we assumed that they intend to defend their claim given their presence here. We'd like you to go speak to them on our behalf and help us negotiate a solution, preferably one that favors us.
I can't, if you had a claim to this planet, how could I settle it? Why not just find another planet? Because it'll take them hundreds of years to get there, unless we put grav drives on here, and that'll probably blow their ship up because it's outdated. Alright, what do you want me to say to them then?
Excellent. Make no mistake, this is our planet, and we intend for them to see this our way. So, speak with their leadership and see if you can negotiate a solution on our behalf. Preferably, get them to see things our way. Report back to me and let me know what they say, and we'll go from there.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, by the way, this place, Perima 2, it's huge. You just settle on the other side of it, away from the others, and reintegrate with humanity slowly.
We thought about it, but it simply won't do. I need to think about the distant future of our people. Sure, our first settlement may be small, but our predecessors dreamt of our new civilization spreading across the globe. That will be difficult if someone else plans to do the same. While we're not completely close to the idea of sharing, it's much easier if we have complete domain over this world.
Okay. Yeah. Alright, I'll try, but I can't promise anything because they've been here a few hundred years probably.
Now, it makes little sense to give up before you try. Thank you, and good luck.
Okay. Hi. Hi, you're security, yes? That's why you're watching me.
I know Captain Brackenridge has essentially given you free rein to wander the ship, but security will still be watching you closely.
Yeah, that's fine.
I hope you understand, given we have so little experience with people from the outside. It pays to take security seriously. Something I understand much better now than in my youth.
Yeah. No problem. By the way, what gun is that? Whoa, that's a nice old gun. I like your gun, mate.
The Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't change that.
No intentions. Sarah, come on.
Never seen a ship like yours before. Then again, I haven't seen any ships before you arrived.
Well, not from the outside.
Really? I always knew it couldn't be true.
Right, which way was it? Oh. Well, we know where you get your vegetables from, but where do you get your protein? Unless you're growing a lot of mushrooms, keeping chickens, or breeding rats or something. Was it medical bay? Cargo, yeah, cargo bay. That's where we came in, wasn't it? Engineering mess hall. Are we going? Yeah, it was this way, wasn't it? This way. Oh, I'm curious though. I want to look around their ship. Hi. I love you.
Stay out of trouble.
No intentions of causing trouble. I love your ship. You still got the same old industry bench. That hasn't changed much in the last few hundred years. Wow, look at your engine, man. What is it? Diesel? Food. Mess hall, it says.
These are exciting times.
Oh, I love it. I used to have one of them. I sold it because I couldn't find anything to play it on. If I'd have known I was coming here, I'd have watched it. Oh, look at your old computers.
Sure is nice to know there are other people out there.
Yeah, tell me about it. Wow. Now this is your mess hall.
Hi.
Hi. Spaghetti carbonara.
Hi there.
Hi guys. I like you. You growing vegetables.
I've lived my entire life in the Constant. I'm not sure how else to live.
We got strict rules around here, but they're strict for a reason.
Yeah, no problem. I'm just sightseeing. Classroom? Whoa. Classroom.
Did you hear? Someone finally made contact. I think we're getting out of here soon.
I heard. We live in exciting times.
Oh, shh. I think that's the visitor over there.
I think you're right. Should we go say something?
No, I can hear you.
Wait, no. I have no idea what to say. I am so embarrassed.
Hello?
Yeah, I don't know either. I'm sure
now that we know what's out there, things are going to be more interesting from here on out.
Something by
Hmm.
then.
Alright, let's go and tell Paradiso that these... Oh. What the... Diplomacy, instigation, intimidation, manipulation. All social skills you can activate while your scanner is up. Hover your cursor over the target, press X to bring up your social skills. Okay, so which skill you want to use with the D-pad? Interesting. Sarah. Social skill. Doesn't work on you. So social skill. Diplomacy 60%, 30 seconds. That's fine. Back. Okay, so that's how you do that. Cargo bay, medical bay.
We were never trained to address threats coming from outside our ship.
Ah, don't worry about it.
We got strict rules around here, but they're strict for a reason.
Don't worry about it. To say you come from a limited gene pool, you're not a bad-looking woman. Haha. Sorry.
I've seen a ship like yours before.
Come on, Sarah.
Then
I'm
again,
just telling her she comes from a limited gene pool. I'm not flirting. Don't take it the wrong way. Hi, Vasco.
Should I warm up the engines?
Yes. This could be interesting. Right, I'm going to get myself a coffee. Let's go.
Nice. Clean sip there.
Good. Have a look. Very sort of, yeah, it's very sort of like shuttle slash plane inspired, isn't it? I mean, you can see the influence of our tech. You can see the influence. Hi guys. You probably think I'm going to shoot you. Don't worry, I'm not going to. Alright. Let's go. Alright, we best land then.
Hello, and welcome back. Mr. Tofik, I am aware that this is your 8th visit to our resort. Your repeat patronage is much appreciated. Is there any assistance I may offer you today?
Actually, a question. Usually when I come here, the shuttle takes a certain route, showing me the beauty of this world. But this time, our entries seem to take longer, and we pass by a lot more open water. Was there something wrong with our normal flight path?
Oh dear.
I heard the rumors.
Okay.
My mother wanted me to be a doctor. A doctor? Mothers, am I right?
Well, I don't know how much you get paid compared to a doctor, but, you know. Hello, we have a problem.
Good luck handling this situation. Glad I'm not in your shoes.
Oh, you're about to be.
Between you and me, that ship is the most exciting thing that's happened here in ages.
Okay. Are you UC or Freestar, by the way?
Neither. We're our own private force. The Paradiso Group pays top dollar for top-notch security. And I dare say we're some of the best in the business. We have to be out here on the fringes of the settled systems.
Do you run into any sort of trouble here?
Honestly, it's not as exciting as you might think most of the time. More often than not, we're just handling drunk and disorderly conduct. Heck, even pirates leave us alone for the most part. I think it's because some of them actually vacation here. As long as they're not bothering anyone, we've been told not to worry about them.
Okay.
Stay out of trouble.
Yeah, you said go and speak to someone who's your boss. Where am I going to find him? Let me have a look in this bloody... It's not going to be in the prison, is it? Right, let me guess. Is there an upstairs, downstairs?
Problem?
Maybe. I don't know yet. No, can't go through there, so that's a problem. Let's go find your boss. Which office is he in? the updated map thing says over there. Right, we're gonna have to walk around. Come on, Sarah. I mean, we're at a holiday resort. No one's really watching. Let's just boop. Right, let's go. I know it's a beautiful resort, but it is just a resort, isn't it? I know it's a...
It may be paradise, but that doesn't mean we don't run into trouble from time to time.
Yeah, true. I mean, this is just where our so-called society comes to get peed as a newt and sit in the sun. Do we condemn them to go into another planet because they seem to be isolationists? Okay.
Pardon?
Whereas we could let them set up as a new group and open ambassadors and things like that, open ambassadorships, and yeah, I am rambling.
This looks like a lovely place for a stay. Might also be the perfect time to stop for some food or a tranquility.
Yes.
Where should we begin?
Probably food, but I'm gonna guess.
Paradiso Security's only here for your safety. Pretend we're not even here.
Yeah, I'll pretend. Come on. Executive floor. Hello! I got sent a... Well, the guy in security, the chief, gave me this updated GPS location.
Excuse me, you can't just waltz in there. Do you have an appointment?
Yeah. Okay. I kind of do. You've got a problem with the ship in orbit. I'm here to help. Your chief sent me over.
Oh, you're the one they're waiting for then. Do you need anything else from me before you meet with the board?
Okay. What can you tell me about the members?
What I could tell you would get me in a lot of trouble. Most of them are typical C-level execs. I doubt you even need to use your imagination for that. The ones that show up to work day to day, at least. I swear, I've never even met some of them, because they chill at their own private secluded beach homes all the time. Anyway, be smart around Oliver. He's got a way of getting what he wants without you realizing it. And that's all I'll say.
Oliver's a dick. Right, okay. What were everyone's thoughts when the ECS Constant showed up?
People were a little freaked out around here, understandably. It looks so different and it's so massive. We honestly thought we were under attack by an unknown entity. But then, nothing happened. It just stayed there. No one could communicate with it.
Okay.
We've been very careful not to alert the resort guests. The board believed it would be bad for business.
Yes. And do you like working here? Because unfortunately, if things go wrong, you might not be.
I can't speak for anyone else, but I've got a pretty high-pressure job working as the executive assistant to the Paradiso board. You can imagine, dealing with a team of execs, trying to manage all of their schedules and their other whims. But it pays well, and they give me a nice executive suite at the hotel to live in. So, it's not all bad. Free access to all the resort's amenities after work helps too.
Well, that's a pretty good deal, actually. Right, well, I'm ready to go in and face the demons.
Sure. Have fun in the shark tank.
Well, that's another way of putting it.
Even they call it that.
Yep. Hello. There's the three of you.
I just feel that we should be focusing on the natural beauty of this planet, not our amenities.
There are millions of planets out there. People can go to any one of them. The resort facilities are precisely what we bring to the table. Heck, it's the only thing we've really got to offer.
I don't want to risk us coming off as just another artificial, shady, trash-filled dump like Neon. That's not who we are. We've got something special here. We should embrace that.
He's got a point.
Tom's right.
Thank you.
We don't want to compete with Neon. Bayou's ruthless. He'll do anything he can to eliminate the competition. We don't need that kind of trouble. That being said, I think there's a middle ground. Maybe build up the beachfront at a boardwalk amusement park. I've had this idea to build artificial hot springs, that sort of thing.
Sounds good. I'll look into what that will cost us and we can circle back around to this.
So you want to ruin the place, and you don't want him to. Okay, nice
You're
to
lucky
know.
I'm not like the other board members, lazing about the beaches without a care in the universe.
Just doing my part to make sure Paradiso remains a paradise.
Good. Hello.
If it's not important, bring it up with Kiwi.
Right. I understand you're the man I need to talk to about the strange ship in orbit. Yeah, you do. So, this operates outside of the settled systems, doesn't it?
Not quite. We just don't answer to the Freestar Collective or the United Colonies. It's easier. We don't pay any taxes. We don't need to follow their laws. All the benefits, none of the drawbacks.
Right.
No one mind, because half the politicians and other big shots love vacationing here. Works for everyone.
So, what else can you tell me about the place?
We, the Paradiso Group, bought the rights to this planet years ago with the intent of turning it into the biggest and best resort in the universe. To that end, I'd say we've succeeded. As such, no other leisure enterprises may operate on the planet without renting land from us. But as you can see, none can afford such a deal.
Right. So basically, people have to rent it from you if they belong to the settled systems factions. What about people who aren't from the settled systems factions? They wouldn't recognize your little deal and just refuse. So I'm assuming, because you were talking about other people being out on the beach, that there's not just the three of you and they're all sunbathing.
No, of course not. There's several more. We're just the ones who show up day to day.
Okay.
The others spend their time lazing on the beach, gallivanting off-world. Doesn't bother
Enjoying
me,
their money.
Less cooks in the kitchen means I get to make all the big decisions around here. Seems to be working out for us just fine.
So they're not interested as long as you don't interfere with their money coming in. Right. You're the man I need to talk to about the strange ship, I take it.
I am. And you must be the diplomat Jiro told me about. Welcome, welcome. Normally I'd offer you an all-inclusive stay at our resort before we spoke. But given the circumstances, I'm going to cut to the chase. We've got our friends, the aliens, up there, causing all sorts of problems for our resort. You like that? The marketing team came up with it. The thought is, if we can't get rid of them, it might actually attract more tourism. Come see the aliens!
Yeah. Alright. Why is it so urgent, this problem, by the way?
We run a premier resort getaway here. We can't have our guests concocting stories about some bodgy old ship hanging around up there. As it is, we've had to reroute our luxury liners round the other side of the planet on entry so no one sees it. It's bad for business. We need to nip this in the bud and take care of it before the tourists catch on and cause a scene.
Okay. You do know people aren't going to fall for that. Yeah, some people are because they're on holiday and they only want to see what they want to see. Right, let's just get to the matter at hand then.
Ah, we're being direct then. Good on you. So, what do you know about this dodgy ship I'm hearing all about?
Okay. Full of uptight colonists think they own your planet. Old Earth colonists desperate to settle after 200 years. I'm sure you can exploit that. What would you say if I told you it really was an alien mothership here to destroy them? Okay, no. Alright. Full uptight. Right. It's a generation ship full of colonists from Earth, and they're here after a 200-year journey.
Well, that's something.
Yes.
Shame we can't just tell them kindly to bugger off. Something tells me that's not going to work. Now, tell me, what are we going to do about it? Give me some proposals, people. I need something to work with here.
We could offer to resettle them here. There's more than enough space.
Yes.
They could stay here. Temporarily. But it'll cost them. Quite a bit, too.
No.
They'd need to work off all their debts before being allowed to leave.
I could shoot you in the head.
Maybe not. What if we help them get out of here? Outfit their ship with a grav drive so they can find a new home. We could even lend our engineers to help and give their captain an updated star map. What do you think?
Sounds costly. We can't absorb that cost, and it's unlikely they even have compatible currency, let alone enough for the transaction.
Your life?
Someone else would have to foot the bill.
Oh, I swear this would be a lot easier if they ceased to exist entirely. Anyway, Seema's got the right idea. Either works for me. Just tell me what you want to do.
So they can live here, but they'd be indentured servants. Wait, why do I have to buy the grav drive? Cease to exist. Yeah. Why can't they just settle on the other side of the planet? I want to see your opinion on this, because their opinion is that they want the planet.
We own this planet, they don't. Here at Paradiso, we don't like leaving things to chance. Who knows what these people will do with their land? Imagine the landscaping disasters they might come up with, and how that might mar the satellite imagery of the planet in our brochures.
For the love of...
Much better to assimilate them into our culture if they come here to live, rather than leave it to chance. Yeah, you're worried about landscaping when they're human beings. That is a little bit on the absurd side. Well, absurd or not, that's our official stance. I make the decisions that are best for our entire group. You don't.
Okay, but I could shoot you all in the head and solve the problem. So you want them to be indentured servants?
Oh, I didn't say that specifically.
No, that's what it is.
This would be a mutual contract for room and board in exchange for services rendered.
So
of
indentured
course,
servants.
There's no telling how long this arrangement will last, given the substantial costs we'd need to take on in order to accommodate them here, including their continued room and board. But this may save the resort on operating costs in the long term, as we'd be able to let go of some of our current paid staff.
Yeah, you do know that the European cultures ended their version of slavery called indentured servants. And then they ended the African and Middle East Asian slavery known as racial property slavery. And then American consumerism sort of started bringing indentured servants back. And that's where we are, is it? Is that where we are after a few more hundred years? We've just gone full circle back to European-style slavery? Oh, thanks. Don't think so. So why do I have to buy the grav drive? If you want them out of your hair?
It's not our responsibility to bear the brunt of that cost. We're being more than generous by offering the use of our engineering team to help install it. A custom grav drive can't come cheap, and I assume they have neither the monetary means nor the connections to get a hold of that kind of technology. That leaves the only other party in this negotiation. You.
Can't I just tow them through it? And you want them? And you wanted them killed? That just says you're a bit dark.
I'm not suggesting anything, other than it would make our lives so much easier if that ship ceased existing. Make of that what you will.
Alright, and I assume you don't want any other authority to handle this because then the news gets out.
We operate outside of the Free Stars and the UC, partially because we don't want anyone else meddling in our affairs. And we'd rather not draw attention to it. As I've mentioned, it could be bad for business. We'd much rather settle this independently.
Yeah, I think I've made up my mind then. Let's see.
And which proposal will you be taking to the good captain? I assume there's a captain?
Right. Yeah, by the way, what if they continue to insist their claim predates yours? Because they did have a claim to this planet. It's just that claim existed before the Free Star and the UC existed. So, you get me. They have a legal claim that existed before your legal claim. But in reality, neither of you ever got claim to this planet.
They'd be hard-pressed to defend their claim in any courts. Our charter goes back years. It was registered with both the UC and Free Star Collective, per the Centaurus Proclamation. We may be outside the settled systems, but that charter's official as can be. I'm sorry, but you're going to need to be the one to break the news to them that they need to make a compromise or leave.
Hypothetically, he means blow it up. Alright, fine. Well, I'm not making them your slaves, so I'll have to buy the grav drive then.
Ah, good on you. You want to see a man named Benny St. James over at Hope Tech. He's the best in the business. If anyone can retrofit a 200-year-old ship with a modern grav drive, it'd be him. We'll coordinate our engineering team with his when you return, though you may have to help the Constance engineers prepare for it on their end. Good luck.
I know this was a difficult decision, but if it's any consolation, I think you've made the right choice. Compared to the destruction of their vessel and relegating them to a life of servitude, I'd say this is the best chance they've got.
Yes.
Right. On behalf of the Paradiso Group, we appreciate your help.
Can I shoot them in the head? I feel like if I was living my life differently, I'd have shot them in the head.
One of these days, I'd love to experience this resort the way our guests do.
Yes, not as an indentured servant. Hi, how are you doing?
Let me know if I'm able to help with anything.
Yeah, how do you remain as pleasant as you are working with them?
Oh, part of the job, I guess. Gotta put on a smile to keep it, you know? And it helps for those rare opportunities I get to talk them out of some of their crazier ideas. Like, did you know they wanted to dye the entire ocean on this planet pink so it would look more magical or something? They almost did it too, until I reminded Balam that guests won't appreciate the water dyeing their swimsuits funny colors.
Yeah.
I took that and not killing off all the ocean life, but I take what I can get. At least Balam's there to be the reasonable one.
Yeah, he does seem to be the one with a shred of humanity left in him. Well,
see you next time.
Yeah, see you next time, Kiwi. Keep up the good work, and in another life, I'd have just promoted you by killing all three of those idiots. Sarah, let's go, hon.